Oh my god, Tombox, your combo is trash. You think REDMD is already errata. There's no way you can do the combo anymore.
No, it isn't. Here's a really quick update. Hey guys, it's Tombox talk about Unlucky. So round 2, fight. We're gonna do the combo without the pre-errata. We're gonna go post-errata, Red Eyes Darkness Metal. Honestly, it just ends with the same thing. Instead, this time I'm playing with Omni Dragon Brotar to give us access to additional bodies. And it's really easy. So yeah, let's just get to this one. I'm just not gonna go into as much depth this time. Alright, so we're just going to put this back into the deck. So starting off with the combo, we have Absorata and Chaos Space. The same stuff. The initial part's going to be the same. Activate Chaos Space, send to the graveyard Absorata, and add the White Dragon. Absorata effect is going to add the Rocket Tracer to our hand. We're going to now banish the Absorata, special summon out the White Dragon Wyvern Burster, and now we're going to turn this card into our Striker Dragon. Striker Dragon and White Dragon Wyvern Burster will both activate, giving us both the Boot Sector Launch and the Black Dragon Collapse Serpent. We're going to banish the White Dragon, now summon out the Black Dragon, and we're going to activate Chaos Space, banish it, and put this to the bottom, and we will draw one card. This is just an additional card we have now. And now we're going to take these two, we're going to link them off, and go into Romulus. We have both chain links. We're going to add our White Dragon with the Black Dragon, and this is going to give us the Dragon Ravine. Alright, if you guys follow me so far. So from here, we're just going to use the Romulus, turn this into Link Cross, generate ourselves 2 tokens, and we're going to play Boot Sector Launch and use Boot Sector Launch's effect, special summon out our Rocket Tracer. Take the Link Cross and the Rocket Tracer, summon out Christian Cliffobrax, and using Cliffobrax, we are going to use a Red Rose Dragon. Synchro off the tokens in the Red Rose Dragon, and you get to make a Garden Rose Maiden. Alright. So with the Garden Rose Maiden, we got multiple chain links here. Red Rose Dragon and the Garden Rose Maiden. Garden Rose Maiden gives us the Black Garden, which we will need. And we have ourselves the Rose Dragon, wherever you are. I think you're right here. So we get special summon a Rose Dragon. This part of the combo is all the same. I have not really used the other part here. So we're going to go ahead and just let's link all of these into Appaloosa. And now we're going to banish the Garden Rose Maiden, special summon out the White Rose Dragon. So from here, all of it has been more or less just been the same stuff. We're going to turn this into an LP. This is the part where we start to change, because we have to be very careful about what we actually put into the graveyard now. So with LP, we're going to activate its effect. We're going to put a Black Metal Dragon onto the field. Alright, and we are going to link this one off into Pisty. We can't burn Pisty this time, and we have to make sure that we have Red Eyes Darkness Metal. So we're going to add the errata copy of Red Eyes Darkness Metal to our hand. Okay, so from here, this is where we have to change things up a little. And from here, I am going to actually activate the Dragon's Ravine early. And we're going to use Ravine's effect. We're going to toss into the graveyard one of our extra cards that we had. I guess I'll toss this extra card that we drew from Chaos Space. And we're going to throw into the graveyard our Brotar. This is going to give us a lot more advantage for sure. We can just use the Pisty effect right now. Special summon back the Brotar. Brotar effect, we're going to target one of our Darker Dragons, and we'll just toss another card into the graveyard. And this time, we're going to, I guess, get a little bit of extra value. We're going to go for the Chaos Dragon Levianeer into our hand. So we guarantee that we already have enough Darks in our graveyard. We have Darks and Light, but we have Striker Dragon's Collapse Serpent. We don't really mind banishing them, because this just basically gives us more draws when we throw the Chaos Space into the graveyard. Okay, so now that we have this, we can already banish off the LP. Special summon with the Red Eyes Darkness Metal. Red Eyes Darkness Metal effect. This is your once per turn effect now. Summon out the Rocket Tracer. And to put an additional monster on board, we're going to put the Chaos Dragon Levianeer. So we're going to banish a bunch of Darks. So we can just get rid of our Black Metal. We can get rid of our White Rose. And we can even get rid of a Striker Dragon. All of it's pretty easy to get rid of, or we can get rid of the Black Dragon Collapse Serpent. Alright, now rip one card out of your opponent's hand. So they are now down one card. And from here, we kind of do the same thing here. Make sure you time your Black Garden properly, because if you don't time it right, you won't be able to revive the Rocket Tracer. And this is where you're going to get the additional summon from the Rocket Tracer. Or you just have additional extenders like World Chalice, World Legacy Guard Dragon. And here we go. So first off, we want to get the Delindrus. So we take these two, and we make the Delindrus Dragon. So just keep in mind how many more summons you actually need to go into. So I think I can actually get 2 summons out of this. So let's activate the Black Garden. We're going to take these 2, the Brotar and the Rocket Tracer. And we're going to summon into the Quad Boral. That's going to generate a token onto your opponent's side of the field. Let's not forget that. So they have 1 token, take the Red Eyes Darkness Metal and the Delindrus, and now you can make a Union Carrier. That generates a 2nd token. So now they have 2 tokens. You can just use the Black Garden effect and just pop the 2 tokens. And that gives you the special summon back of your Rocket Tracer. And with that, Rocket Tracer, you get to special summon back your Delindrus if you really want it right now. It is kind of awkward because you actually burned all your field spells in one go. So from here, you can just use this to pop the Rocket Tracer, use the effect of Delindrus, pop it, and summon back onto the field the Silver Rocket. Synchro these 2 off. Borreload Savage effect. We're going to get Christian Hyclophrax. Union Carrier effect. We're gonna lock them out of the extra deck. Destruction Sword. And like, if you really wanted to, I don't think I've even used my normal summon yet. So if you have a normal summon, you don't really have to pop your Delindrus. Instead, you could just summon out a monster and then just pop the normal monster. And if you pop the normal, you will be able to keep the Delindrus. And if that was the case, you get to go even further by having more disruption. So if that was the case, that would be it. But anyways, going forward from here, we're just going to evolve the combo. Activate Quad Boral. We're going to pop the Union Carrier. And now that it's popped, we get to summon out 2 of our rockets back, giving us the rocket. And now you can just link these all off. Or you can synchro. If you have another synchro target, then go ahead and just synchro these off. It's pretty easy. And we're just going to go into Unchained Abomination for this case. But if you managed to actually normal summon out a monster, you would be down 1 monster, but instead you would actually end the board. So say you summon out an Ash Blossom, you pop the Ash Blossom instead. You would finish the board like this, and basically you would still have the same thing. And that just requires you to have a normal monster, or not just a normal monster, additional cards that you can have to push the combo forward. You could have Quick Launch. You could have another Absorouter in your hand because you can still special summon it out onto the field, giving you a free pop. You can use, say, World Legacy Guard Dragon. Basically, any card here can help you extend the combo to get to this same point. And that's the point of this particular part of the combo. So in other words, your opponent's still on top of everything. I believe they also lost a card from Chaos Dragon Levianeer. So judging by the damage done, here's the damage report on this, they're going to lose a card out of their extra deck because this is going to pop if this was the case. And then you would get a Magna Rocket onto the field. They lost a card from Chaos Dragon Levianeer. Alright. And they have no extra deck. You have 3 negates here, 1 Omni negate here. Pop, rip the card. You guys tell me if this is worth playing or not. And you can definitely change up the last 2 slots of the extra decks. There's still a Boral Sword Dragon. There's still a second Striker Dragon that I haven't used. But if you want more stability, play another copy of the Field Spell. And you can probably change this one into Access Code Talker if you really need it. Or you can play another Synchro. That's all up to you. And let's jump in to see if we can still do the Black Metal Dragon combo. Okay, so now we're going to revisit Shinping Shu's combo, which is the 1 Black Metal Dragon combo, and see how far you go. Is it still worth running multiple copies of this card? Is it still worth running 1-for-1 for it? I think it is, because it's still really, really good. It still does the same stuff. You just need 1 additional extender, which is the deck is known for. And you guys thought it was dead. I don't think so. So here we go. Normal summon of the Black Metal Dragon, and we're going to link this off into a Striker Dragon. So now we have the Striker Dragon and the Metal Dragon. Add the Red Eyes Darkness Metal, and add the Boot Sector Launch. This part's still the same. Banish the Striker Dragon, special summon out the Red Eyes Darkness Metal. And now we're going to use the effect, special summon out the Darkness Metal, the regular Black Metal, and we're going to summon out the Draconian Knight Romulus. That's going to activate the Black Metal, and we're going to add to our hand the Red Wyvern, and this is going to add our Dragon Ravine. So this part of the combo is still the same, but now there's no point you reusing these guys anymore. So they're just additional fodder in the graveyard. Okay, well, from that, we're going to activate the Dragon Ravine. And we're going to use the Ravine effect. We're going to send some other card in our hand to the graveyard. Ideally not these guys, but whatever. Just pretend that they're not what they seem right now. And we can throw the Absol into the graveyard, adding to our hand the Rocket Tracer. Just do a quick little field spell switcheroo, special summon. We're going to do the exact same thing here from before. We're going to go into a Link Cross and basically just generate every single advantage possible. And now we're going to Link Cross and Rocket Tracer into Crystron. And Crystron's effect is going to give us the Rose Dragon. And this part of the combo is more or less still the same stuff. Nothing really changed. So we're going to synchro everything here off. And that's going to give us the Garden Rose Maiden and the Red Rose Dragon and the Garden Rose Maiden. We're going to activate both, giving us the Black Garden in our hand. And where are you? The White Rose Dragon. Now we can just link all these off. And we now have the Appaloosa 3 material. And we're going to banish the Garden Rose Maiden, special summon back our White Rose Dragon. And this is the part where we start to wander. Because remember, we reused Red Eyes Darkness Metal before. Now, I don't think we can do that. So we're going to link this one off. And we're just going to see how far we can push with one less material. Essentially, more or less, it's the same. We're going to go into LP. LP's effect, we're going to summon out Safer. We have to go for Safer. Safer is the only one that generates the additional body. Safer's effect, we're going to put away the Red Eyes Wyvern to give us the White Dragon. We're going to banish the Red Eyes Darkness Metal and special summon the White Dragon. And we're going to turn this into our Pisty. Now Pisty has only one choice for whatever it can revive. The only choice available is the Rocket Tracer that's in the graveyard. So I have to special summon out the Rocket Tracer. Now this part of the combo requires absolute precision or else you're going to miss out on your effect. It's pretty easy to trip over. So we're gonna activate our Black Garden now. Alright, and we're gonna take these two. We're gonna link them off. And we're going to put our Delindrous Dragon onto the field. That's going to generate 1 token. All right. Next, we take the Tracer and the Delindrous Dragon, link these two off, into our Quad Boral Dragon. That generates the 2nd token. Now that we have 2 tokens, we're going to pop the Black Garden, and that's going to special summon back our Rocket Tracer. All right. And with the Tracer back, Delindrous now will trigger and activate and special summon itself onto the field because a rocket monster was special summoned. So this is going to be summoned onto the field. And we haven't really locked ourselves out of any other attributes just yet because we haven't activated our Rocket Tracer. So we're going to take these two, and we haven't used Quad Boral either. This is going to get banished. We're going to link them off into a Union Carrier. Union Carrier, well, it doesn't have an effect just yet. We're going to activate the White Dragon. White Dragon's going to get us the Black Dragon. Here it is. And now that we have the Black Dragon, we can banish the White Dragon, summon out the Black Dragon, and use Rocket Tracer's effect, pop the Black Dragon, summon out our Silver Rocket, and now we can just do the same stuff here. We're going to go ahead and just synchro into Borreload Savage, effective Borreload Savage. We're going to equip the Crystron for maximum impact. Union Carrier effect. We are going to the Dragon Buster Destruction Sword. And now we have to use a card in our hand, use Quad Boral's effect, toss, pop the Carrier. And now we don't actually have our Delindrous anymore. So that is the one disadvantage here. If you have extenders, you can push it forward. But hey, this is still using one card to basically execute something fairly close. And we get to bring back our Rocket Tracer and our Silver Rocket. And from here, we have a bunch of dragons. If you play Trish, you can Trish them if you want, but I'm talking about Fusion Trish, but let's not do that. Instead, we're going to take these and we're going to turn it into Abomination. All right. So this time, you still have the double negate, you still have the pop, you have the Appaloosa, you lock them out of the extra deck, but you don't have the additional 2 bodies at the end of the board. If you have an extender, then yes, you can get it, because then you wouldn't actually have to do this awkward popping mechanic and then you could use the Black Garden timing a little bit later. So in any case, this would be your end board. I guess you have, this is a form of disruption, 1, 2, 3, and this is a passive disruption unless your opponent somehow pops a card. So that would be the combo. I guess I can go over a quick deck profile. I'm not gonna put a list on the side because the only thing I really changed was add a Brotar into the deck. That's like the only real change. Okay, we're just gonna zoom through the deck profile. Zero explanation, triple copies of Rocket Tracer. All right. As for the flex bit, we have the Rockets, 1 Magna, 1 Silver, 1 Rocket Recharger, triple Absor Router. All right. Triple Safer. These are nice 1-card starters that you can use. I'm considering swapping them out maybe. Of course, White and Black Dragon. As for our Red Eyes lineup, we have Red Eyes Darkness Metal, Red Eyes Wyvern, Black Metal Dragon, and they're really easy to access. We have double Rose Dragon and a red Rose Dragon. This can summon out when there's a tuner dragon in the field or a plant tuner. As for our Chaos Dragon stuff, we have Omni Dragon Brotar. This is the newest addition to the lineup, just so that we can fix it up. You can play additional pushers, but I'm not playing the additional pushers right now. I'm still testing it, but this is just a foundation build, so I'm probably going to alter it after this video. And then we have our hand traps, because we still need to play hand traps in this format. If you don't play hand traps, you're gonna die. Like, imagine just dealing with the board that you just saw without hand traps. Now for spells, triple Chaos Base, because this card's busted really, really good. You can even play Chaos Emperor Dragon, or when, you know, the Armageddon comes out, we can play Chaos Emperor Dragon, you know, the Pendulum one. We also have triple Quick Launch, because it's free summons, it's not once per turn. Our field spell lineup, 1 of each, Boot Sector, Dragon Ravine, and Black Garden. You can play more of this if you want to play a bit more stable, so that you have a little bit more recovery, especially when your opponent breaks your board. But if they break your board, they're probably going to negate the second copy anyway. That's my thought process anyways. 2 copies of a War Legacy Guard Dragon. The movement is pretty useful at the times, and especially for recovery. It's just an unknown access of recovery. And of course, the 1-for-1 and the Foolish Burial. That's the entire main deck lineup. As for the extra deck lineup, nothing changed. So again, 2 copies of Striker Dragon. We have our Romulus. We have our Quad Boral. All right, and of course, along with Quad Boral, we have our Delindrous Dragon. Then we have, of course, LP Pisty. Our Crystron lineup. So this is our Union Carrier, our Crystron, and our Linkcross. Boss monsters. We have Unchained Abomination, Sword Dragon, Appaloosa. It can be swapped out. I think even this one can be swapped out if you want to be a bit more aggressive. Shunping sides his Access Code Talker. I think that's actually a very smart choice, especially when you're going second. You want to just break the board and kill your opponent. It's a really good choice to actually switch it out. And some people, they don't really play an extra deck, and you don't really need the lockout, so Union Carrier becomes a bit less relevant. So you can use the additional bodies that were supposed to go to Union Carrier and just play with more darks, and you're less likely to trip over your plays that way. And for our Sync Pros, we have Warlord Savage and Garden Rose Maiden. So that is our entire lineup redone. All right, hopefully you guys enjoy it, and make sure you guys hit that thumbs up button, hit subscribe, ding notification bell. This is the fastest update I've done to a deck profile, so bad luck with me. You know, Errata came out, oh no! So there's your updated combo profile. So you guys thought that it was dead? Apparently not. So there you go. Anyways, make sure you guys hit subscribe, ding notification bell, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Remote duels are coming up very soon.